Guys, I'm here. You like my little wolf?
Dude, you look sexy, man.
Don't I look sick as hell? Look at me. I have no clue how to play this game.
Dude, on what was it? It was on Friday. Oh, no, it was on Saturday. I had like an out of body experience after eating like a huge burger. So like I went to Fuddruckers. The first time ever going to Fuddruckers, by the way.
The hell's Fuddruckers?
I don't
You know
know.
what
I've heard of
Fuddruckers
I
it.
think I've heard it.
Yeah, as I say, okay. That's what I'm saying. It was supposed to be a pretty white place, but you know.
Never
I feel like
been.
we
though.
should know. Yeah, I've never been either. But apparently they have like 1 pound burgers, and so me and a coworker had just like finished like a pretty big job in the morning, and I was freaking starving, and we go to Fuddruckers, and he's like, dude, they make like a pound burger, but I wouldn't recommend it since we still have like part of that workday left, and holy shit, I was like, fuck it, because I hadn't eaten anything. Yeah, that pound burger, dude, it was so freaking big, but it was good. But then afterward, my freaking noggin, like, I think it was also because like Saturday was like a hot day compared to like the week before. I'd say.
Yeah.
Like it was just because like it's been hot out, but like it wasn't really hot last week because it was like nice and rainy. And so on Saturday, freaking it was hot as hell. So I think I just didn't drink enough water. So I was on the next job. I had to do like a little sump pump for somebody. And that thing, like it was pretty easy. But I felt like, I mean, I'm not a big drug person. I don't really do drugs, but, like, I literally I didn't know what was happening. And so I was doing this job, and I was doing everything, like, wrong, so I had to keep redoing it. I couldn't, like, do anything. Like, and so freaking, I think at one point, I was, like, done, but I had realized that I put this, like, part of it on backwards. I had to redo the whole thing. And then these people probably thought I was insane. The guy comes, he's like, "Are we almost done?" And I was like, "Just 20 more minutes, man."
I got it. I'll figure it out. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, man, don't worry. Just another 20 minutes left. And holy shit, I mean, I managed to finish it, and it ended up working out well. But dude, it was a freaking rough way to end the week. I definitely had had a minor heat stroke though. I thought I was fucked.
It was pretty
I thought I
hot.
was fucked, dude.
It was pretty hot. Yeah.
I didn't realize it too. Like that's the issue. Is I didn't realize how hot it was. I go to do it, and then I'm like freaking like, I feel like I'm trying to do something, and I just like am experiencing myself do it. So instead of doing LSD, you should really just overwork yourself. And that way, at least you're making money while you're tripping.
Fair. Yeah. Have a heat stroke, and you know, it's a drug in its of itself. You know, a little heat stroke.
Truth be told.
Yeah. I've been trying to get back into just fitness stuff in general. Going outside more, just walking instead of just like staying inside.
I don't ever want to get back into going outside.
No, especially not when it's that hot. But you know, I found like a trail near the house that's like covered with like a lot of trees. So even if it's like super sunny out, it's pretty cool in there. So I go walk in there. But yeah, it's been like upper 80s to like 90s, bro. It's been terrible.
Yeah, I don't like outside. I had a good workout routine going for like a month or two, and then Ash like had a really rough like couple of weeks of work, and I got out of it, and I had to get back into it.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I don't want to like stop it for anything, but it was just really rough.
That's what I do. I like get into it, and I do it pretty consistently. And then as soon as I like miss a day, it's really easy to keep missing.
It's fucked. Yeah, it's fucked. And it sucks because like I can do it consistently as long as I don't miss anything. But as soon as I do, it's like it's just fucked.
Yeah. Dylan, I hear you smashing.
Yeah, I had to turn my mic is just messed up, man.
Oh, okay, no worries. I'm dead. All right. Well, Welcome back to the Silly Stitches podcast, guys.
Yeah, you got the intro because you're just dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna intro because I'm dead. You're watching us, our dumbasses, play Rotwood, or at least my dumbass, because it's my first time playing, really. So, don't really know what's going on, and guess what? You get to watch my perspective. Yay! All right, I'm just gonna pick this up because wait, I want this. I can't. Oh, you have to be a specific hunter. I see.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
can pick
I
up
can't
whatever.
pick those up. That's for you.
Oh.
Yeah, because you guys,
Yeah.
you got your gun shit.
This is the gun.
Anyways, this week we watched Bobo Bo 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 Bo. So that's fun. Yeah. Are we getting into initial thoughts now?
Kind of like your first impression.
Yeah, you want to do initial thoughts? All
First-
right. Oh
Maybe
my
like
God,
what you
just-
thought after
These are the
like
week,
watching
but
the
I guess
first
we're gonna
episode.
work East Coast. Isn't it?
What'd you say?
Yeah, first impressions. Yeah, first impressions.
First impressions. All right. Well, first, before going into it, I expected it to be, I guess, what it was, because I've seen clips of it that just had like random stuff occurring. So I was like, that's kind of what I expected. So I think I got what I expected, but it was definitely a lot. Didn't make as much sense as I would hope. So that's one part of it. So that's like my initial impressions. What about you guys?
Mhm. Well, mine was like I got kind of. So when I first looked at it, I was getting like obviously thought I was gonna be really goofy. I mean, you could tell it was gonna be goofy by like just reading the title.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
But it was a lot goofier.
I didn't
than
know how
expected.
goofy. It's definitely something
goofy-
that
Goofy to the extent that I was like, oh my lord.
yeah. You could tell it's just like a somewhat of like a kid's show that would just go on the TV. It's not like you don't really need to watch it chronologically to really. You can't really understand what's going on
No,
anyways.
no, you
It's
can
just
I was gonna say
it's-
there's no
yeah.
they don't string anything together, so it's not like you need to know
It's-
what's going on.
I, on the other hand, had no idea what I was getting into and thought it was going to be a semi-serious show. And I think you
No.
could probably put the picture on the screen, Matt, but my first impression was not that great.
No, I honestly like kind of I didn't know. It's probably was like ended up being worse than I thought it would be, but but I did expect like I definitely expected it to be like kind of like pretty much like it gave me bad Gintama vibes. I don't know if you guys know what Gintama is, but it gave me really big Gintama vibes, but like bad Gintama vibes, like
No.
low quality Gintama.
I thought it's definitely just a show that pops up. Like, there's not really like the stories kind of go episode per episode. It's not like there is an overarching theme, but it's not really that relevant. It's just a funny little goofy thing to put in the background. It's nothing
Yeah.
crazy to watch. So
I
that was
definitely
my
got what
impression.
I definitely got what I expected. So
Yeah, that was my
bad
impression.
Gintama
Of it.
vibes. That's all I gotta say for my impression.
Okay. Well, I believe. Well, Dylan, did you give anything else you want?
Oh yeah, I said that I was expecting it to be a normal, like, serious kind of type of anime, and
All right, yeah. I
it's
don't. Yeah.
not what I got.
I
And
was
there's
not-
a picture in our messages that you could
The-
probably put on screen
Yeah.
of what I thought of
Yeah.
the show.
Dylan did
off
not.
the
We'll get into we're actually going to step through episode by episode. We watched the first 6. So and I have like a description of like a very like a high level overview of what happened. So we're going to just you'll see from that how crazy it kind of was. But we'll get to that later. I think I skipped the squeeze of the week. Dylan, you want to take it away with the squeeze of the week?
Yeah, so this is gonna be a lot better than the last squeeze of the week where we went over it for like a minute. But yeah, so the squeeze of the week is gonna be an anime by the name of My Wife Has No Emotion. This is gonna be the author's first manga with a anime adaptation to it. He's got 8 other manga, one of which was canceled, called Childish Wives, and I didn't look into the summary of that because I thought it was gonna be weird. But yeah, he's got 3 of them that are ongoing right now that are doing pretty well, and an average out of all 8 of them at a 8.10 rating out of 10. So seems to be doing pretty well on the manga side of things. So I'm kind of expecting a lot from the My Wife Has No Emotion, which came in at an 8.89 I believe, for its rating as a manga. The summary for the anime is Takuma is a single guy who does nothing but go to work and come home. Too tired to do chores, he decides to get a robot to cook and keep his house. Mina-chan is such a good housekeeper, Takuma jokes that she should become his wife. Mina takes the joke seriously, and slowly the two start doing more things together, like having picnics outside, etc. And time goes by, Takuma starts to fall for Mina. ... So it's gonna be a slice of life rom-com, sci-fi.
Oh,
Because of
you
the
know I love
robot
those.
AI. Yeah, and then I kind of wrote a summary of the summary, which is a story about the humble marriage of a corporate slave salaryman and a housework robot.
Mm-hmm.
Stole that from the manga website that I was looking at called MangaDex, for those that are interested. Yeah, so the manga series itself started in 2021, and it's still going on to date. I was looking through, it had like a couple hundred comments that got lost down the rabbit hole looking into, just to see if the rating matched the comments. And to absolutely no surprise, a majority of the comments were kind of weird. A lot of people saying sexual things towards Roombas in the comments.
Okay.
Like, I'd say like a good 40% of the comments were like, been stealing weird looks at my Roomba after reading this.
Oh,
And
no.
but I mean, I don't, I take that as a good thing. Maybe maybe it's actually got some good romance to it.
Yeah, give some appreciation to that Roomba.
There was
Come on.
maybe like one or two bad comments in there that I saw, but pretty much they were just saying how it wasn't their type of manga. It's like, okay, well, good for you, I guess.
Yeah. Someone revive me. I'm dead. I've been waving my hand.
Is this
Is what?
you saying that you're gonna turn it into an anime? Or...
Yeah, for the next seasonals. It's not these seasonals, but the next seasonals, I believe, is when it's gonna start airing.
Oh, that's gonna be good. It looks like it'll be good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, well, I haven't read or seen anything from this author yet, so I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. Like it's a new author getting light in the anime.
What is it? Jiro
Sugima or something. Let me look. I have it written
Jiro
down.
the sandwich.
Yeah, Jiro Sugira.
Sugira.
I looked it up on Google Translate, but I still couldn't pronounce it right. So
you just go to Amazon and you look at the Amazon reviews, and they pronounce it for me.
But I mean, like, I'm pretty excited for it. It's a new author. They belong to some sort of entertainment company, but this author hasn't had any animes yet, so I'm pretty excited to see. And he's only got 8 works. I don't know how many they normally have, but I feel like that's not a lot for getting your first anime.
Look up the statistic.
He's hype.
Yeah.
He's just too good. Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds like something I'd watch, honestly.
I don't know if I have any accurate stats on that.
Yeah, I'm not a good Google searcher. I didn't get. I didn't get very many. Oh, it says. Oh, that's their wages. So never mind. I have no idea. But I feel like 8 isn't really that many to get. I mean, I get. I don't know. I feel like it's not that much for getting an anime adaptation when there's probably a absolute ton of manga writers out there.
Yeah, I figure like they just write until they have like a good series, and then they try to extrapolate.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of want to say he's got 7 manga, because one of his completed manga is the serialization or pre-serialization of his current ongoing mangas. So it's called The Fake Alchemist, for those that are interested. And it's only black and white manga. He doesn't have any like colored webtoon type mangas or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of excited, because if it's good, that'll probably get me to watch or read the manga itself before waiting for another season. And if it's bad, I'll probably still check the manga to see what all the good reviews and stuff were about and what went wrong in the adaptation. That's pretty much the end of the squeeze of the week for this week. In the comments though, if you're looking forward to this anime or you think it's gonna be a flop, you should let us know. And if you've read any of this other authors or any of this author's other works, you should, let us know how those are as well. Be interesting to see if the others are, worth a read as well.
Yes, sir. I'm seeing here that Connor has a creepy bathroom story. I kind of want to hear this.
Yeah,
no.
let's get on with
Let's go.
to
We're
the
gonna-
random
I'd
one.
honestly forgotten about that, and I was gonna tell it, but I just didn't want to tell another bathroom story. But
Oh, it
I
says
actually
you got
did
pics too.
What's
I
that?
do have the picture.
Send
Oh,
those-
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
send it
That's
to-
He'll
the
send
I'll
it.
send
chat
it
so I can see
to
the
I'll
picture.
send it to the chat so you can see him, and then Matt can put it up. Hopefully I have him in here. But either way, like I was beekeeping. Fun story, learning how to beekeep, and I was beekeeping in Middleburg. And so I'm finishing up at like 6 o'clock, and I need to go to the bathroom. It's just kind of like an Exxon, your typical gas station. It's
Yeah.
just like an Exxon, and basically this is the bathroom I walk into. I'll show you guys, and then you can put it up on the screen later. But so that you can image it, or you can look at the image while I'm explaining it. I walk in. The first thing I notice is that there's a toilet, and then across from the toilet,
Oh,
there's a
just a
sitting chair. There's a sitting chair. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a pretty cool place to put a sitting chair. And it's not like a nice bathroom. It's not like a nice bathroom at all. It's
Why
like your
is-
typical. It's like your typical gas station bathroom, poorly done and smells like ass.
What could you do in
and
that
so
chair?
then-
Like what?
Well, let me tell you, buddy, because right above the toilet, there's like a peephole that's like filled in with like wet toilet paper. Can you see it? Can you see in the picture?
Oh yeah.
There's a peephole in there. It's still-
Oh, so it's like a
It's
so
like
someone
covered-
someone stuffed it.
Yeah, someone stuffed
Well, it
it.
looks like they tried to plaster over something, and then so maybe
and
they
then
didn't.
and then someone made another hole. Someone was a really dedicated peeper, I think.
Oh my! But what's the chair
Holy.
for? That's so
I don't
crazy.
know.
To like clip
Why-
your
that's
toenails.
what I was sitting there and
bathroom
I was like,
therapy, dude.
I was like, why are we putting this? Who's like, man, I don't have anywhere else to put this chair, so I guess it's going in the Exxon bathroom.
Yeah,
that's so
that's
funny.
crazy. Maybe they have an employee who just likes to sit in there. Always
Yeah.
get peeked at.
Yeah, that's where they go for their breaks.
Yeah.
It's just always busy. I got lucky then.
You got lucky
I
that
need
the
to
hole
go.
was covered. I mean, hey.
Hey man, sometimes you just
Sometimes
need
you gotta-
someone to spectate to
someone-
make sure everything's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, maybe they're just watching to make sure you're not drowning, you know?
Yeah,
You didn't fall in,
That-
you know?
that's the Exxon. That's the Exxon way.
That's the Exxon way.
Sharing is caring.
We are not sponsored. Now.
Well, I'm kind of shitting on him, so hopefully-
Exxon, what are you doing? Everybody, make sure you check Exxon bathrooms. Make sure they aren't peeping.
if there's ever a hole above the toilet that goes into the next, then goes into inside the store, maybe you shouldn't go.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we move into the next, we do have an Instagram and a TikTok. TikTok's a little bit more active for this podcast, so make sure I'll put them up on the screen. Go check them out if you want. It's pretty much just clips from this podcast, and also it's just like basically things that didn't get onto the shorts that are slightly too long for the shorts on YouTube. They will be put on TikTok and
Yeah, and-
Instagram.
And for
Like-
the Instagram, we might start doing a little more like posting about like the actual lives, our actual lives, instead of just focused on the podcast.
Yeah.
So
So
if you're
yeah,
interested in any of
Instagram
that.
we'll have a little peek into the. We'll have some like photo stuff, and then TikTok is mainly just clips as well as longer clips. And yeah, so go check that out. And up next, so I have a PowerPoint, or we can while we're playing, we can have Connor do his rants, and then we can do the PowerPoint when we die.
Sure.
All right, Connor, what do we got for us today?
Well, I wanted to do an anime-related rant. It's not. I don't know how. It's not gonna be very long, but. Well, actually, that's not true. You know me, so.
Yeah.
The one thing I wanted to talk about was the absolute failure of women's sports anime. So yeah, everyone loves their. Oh, I don't know about everybody, but you should. If you're not that person, you're probably really lame. But freaking sports anime is great. Boys sports anime is great. But for some reason, we just can't get a good girls sports anime. Like I don't know if you guys have seen like Haiku, Ace No Diamond. Shit, I have so
Like Blue
many.
Lock.
Blue Lock, yeah. And then you go and they put girls in it. Like I don't know if you the one that's like was the most popular recently was like Birdie Wing. There's a beach volleyball one I watched too. Uh, there's a beach volleyball one too. But like literally, all they would have to do, it's just like a simple thing. It's like a simple thing too. It's like a simple fix. But obviously, you know, we try to cater things towards fan service. But it's a simple fix if they wanted to make a good girl sports anime. This isn't fucking like gender targeted. It's like I'd watch it regardless, but we can't just make a good one because we're too concerned with like, oh, we go to the beach volleyball instead of having it about like youth and determination. It's like it zooms in on women's like sweaty thighs as they play beach volleyball. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to watch.
Yeah, they focus
It's like
more
when I
on the
watch,
sexual
yeah.
aspect rather than
Well,
the actual
exactly.
sport. It's like,
Or they just don't do a good job of like they just make it really um like the main character girly is like the and it's like it doesn't like display competitive sports. It doesn't come across as like, oh shit, like this is gonna be fucking dope. Because
yeah.
like I don't know about you, but when I watch sports anime, like I struggle to do anything else in real life. Is I'll watch one episode like at 10 o'clock, and then I need to see how the game ends.
Mhm.
I have to wait. Like I'll be up like all like for example, the third season of Haiku is like just one game against Shiritorizawa. Shiritorizawa, and it's 12 episodes. It's one game, and I had to watch that entire thing. So I was just fucked the next day because I didn't go to bed when I watched it. Because I love, dude, it's so good. I get so addicted to sports anime, and then we go to women's sports anime, and it's like imagine Peach from Brawl Super. Super Smash Bros. Yeah, imagine Peach from Super Smash Bros. When she does her little side attack where she goes, ta! That's like what I imagine like the girls from Birdie Wing doing, which is by the way a golf girl anime. But I mean, dude, I watched all sorts of sports anime, so it's not the sport; it's just the translation from a boys' sport to a women's sport. Like where they try to like over sexualize it. Like I get it, you know, put your fan service in there, but I don't know about you, but you have to be targeting a very niche audience if you're displaying like 15-year-old girls' sweaty thighs and expecting someone to say, let me go watch 15 episodes of that and I'll watch it all in one night because that's how many times I'm going to ejaculate to women's girls' thighs. But we can't, like, if they could just translate it over and just make it the same thing, but just change it to women's and then have like the different complications that come in with like the different side of things because obviously there's a different side of things and that'd be more interesting and it would be a good like reprieve from just watching like boys sports anime, but they can't add that competitive aspect of, oh shit, like we need to win this game, we have to go to nationals sort of aspect. And you know, even though they typically never surprises you like the sports anime, you still want to fucking watch it because it's so dope and you get so hyped up, and then right afterward you want to go play that sport even though you have no like ability to do so. I think the only anime I watched, like sports wise, that didn't make me want to go actually play that sport was probably Kuroko no Basket, and that's because it was the most unrealistic basketball anime I've ever seen, especially considering the fact that Japan is horrible at basketball, so it was very, very unrealistic.
Are they? I thought they had like a big basketball scene in Japan.
They do, but they're not like it's not like a United States basketball.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
They're not. I don't think they're one of the top contenders when it comes to basketball.
Hmm.
But I do know they have a basketball scene. Like I do know that's where some people go to play basketball. When they don't make it in the United States, because I mean, you still make big money to go overseas and play. But that's not what that's about. All they had to do, all they got to do is fucking translate it over, and I would fucking die watching those. I would stay up for 3 days on end to see these girls fucking run a mile, but they just fail so miserably. And I mean, there are boy animes that fail too at the same time when it comes to like sports. But as long as they can make it about that fucking determination to win, dude, like it's just so captivating because I think recently people fall out of like the will to watch sports. I don't know about you, but I don't watch sports anymore. Like I used to watch soccer and football growing up. And I can't, but I just can't. Like I just can't do it.
Yeah,
But
I don't watch
watching-
sports anymore.
Watching anime sports is like a whole different thing. Like it's so entertaining. It really is just like one of the most entertaining things.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
only
that-
sports I really watch. I haven't watched a single sport anime, so you're definitely
Dude,
the
yeah.
expert there, I guess, because
Dude,
You've
it
seen
is
a few.
so good. And there's so many because like they make like the most random. They make the most random sports anime. I think one of the ones I watched was it starts like a B, and it's literally like a Japanese game of tag, and so you have to go over to like the other team's side and like tag them while holding your breath,
mm,
essentially, and then you have
Oh.
to come back, and then if you tag like the amount of people you tag are out. It's pretty freaking cool. The
mhm.
sports scene really cool. The anime itself was like a little lackluster, but I still enjoyed it. Like, I mean, it didn't get good reviews, but I don't really care. So, but yeah, if all they have to do, in my opinion, for me to watch it, maybe other people are different, but all they have to do, in my opinion, for me to watch it is just make like, obviously have your own little quirky characters, like experiencing their teenage angst, yada yada yada, but then fucking have like all they have to do is have that like determination to win, animate things a little like a little bit cool when they go to do their like super moves, and bada bing bada boom, you have a fucking wonderful ass anime. And then it's girls instead of guys, instead of the peach cha while showing me in between their thighs covered in sweat in the sun. That's awesome. I
Yeah, I
don't need
think it's
I don't need
just-
I don't need anime for that.
Yeah, I think they make it just as an excuse to make it very sexual, and it's like some people just want to, some different thing other than just guy sports animes all the time.
They
Makes
can
sense,
have the
yeah.
fucking sweaty ass thighs. I don't give a shit. But make the anime good.
Right, I'm saying they focus on
That-
that too much. That's like
Yeah. They're like, well, all we gotta do is this, and we don't have to do anything else. Yeah, no, I hear you.
makes sense. Yeah, there's this Japanese sport challenge thing. It's like Wipeout, but for skateboarding. And I've been watching. I don't watch it, but like I've seen clips of it, and it's kind of sick. I don't know where they find, but there are a lot of good skateboarders in Japan. But they just have like these guys come on and they do like obstacle courses on the skateboard. I'm like, that's kind of sick. I kind of want to do that. But yeah,
that sounds fun.
yeah, they do like balancing acts.
It's like American Ninja Warrior.
Pretty much, but for
with
skateboarding.
skateboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like skateboarding is not like definitely not as big as other sports. So it's like it's weird how they were able to make a show from it, but it's a good show, I think. I need to watch it, actually watch it. I don't know where to watch it. Okay. I have my PowerPoint ready. So today, I guess while we wait, the PowerPoint today is going to be, or PowerPoint, the quiz, but it's on a PowerPoint, is a quiz for anime character features. So I have like I've cropped out like key parts of characters, and you guys are going to guess which character it is. Okay. Oh shit!
Oh, okay.
We beat it. What the heck? So yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, we beat it. Or
I've
Dylan
I've
just
been
got
dying
someone too.
so much. I died like 3 times during that. All right.
It's all good.
I guess in the next waiting room we'll do the quiz. Dylan,
Huh?
Dylan, you
No,
gotta
we're
get the
done.
thing.
That was it.
Oh.
That was it, Matt.
Oh, that's
I'm
it.
looking all this stuff.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like the final boss.
Just Yeah, for like
Oh.
the stage.
I
and then
haven't-
you can
I haven't
keep-
played
It gets
through
harder.
this yet.
It gets harder as you go.
I see. Okay.
If anyone's interested in Rotwood, pretty cool.
It's actually really fun.
It's actually really fun. Yes,
All right. Well, let me.
more fun than watching women's sports anime.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on over to.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get.
Get with it. Get with it. Let's let Dylan get a point on this quiz.
Yeah, Dylan. Let's get something.
Dude, what do you mean? I ran it down in the last quiz.
You got none.
Did you run or did you crawl?
Dude, crawling can be a running speed if you crawl correct.
All right, boys, ready?
Very true. Have you seen Devilman Crybaby?
You
Crawling
haven't
candy
seen my
runs.
crab walk, dude.
Have you seen wait, Dylan, have you seen Devilman Crybaby?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the running he does. He's like crawling but at an immensely fast pace. That's what you did.
Yeah, dude.
All right, boys, hop in.
I'm not ready. I'm still talking about Devilman Crybaby.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's done. Back.
Why? What is this saying? I mean, you're gonna like,
Anime,
come off
who
as, like,
do you get
he's like coming off as like a racist. He's pretty much just typing the Creole language.
What
like,
do you
he's
mean? It's not
translating-
Creole.
Like, watch this. Let me translate the same thing you typed into Creole. So,
It's not Creole.
What are you trying to say here? Anime. Let me get a Google Translate.
There are many
Type in
different.
who is the anime
There
character.
are many different types of Creole, by the way, so it's not like it's a specific.
Oh,
Oh,
I can't
please
translate
enlighten
it
me.
to-
Please
I can't
enlighten me
translate
on
it to
anime
Creole.
who the character is, please.
Okay.
Anime who the character.
ready.
Are you ready?
I was gonna translate it to Creole, but apparently you're not allowed to do that on Google Translate too.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, we ready?
You can look up a Creole translator.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, you can, dude. If you type in Creole translator, it comes up with the Google.
We're ready. We're ready. I promise.
All right, Dylan, you ready?
Typing in who's. Oh, Connor, it's way off. It's like Ki Moon Ki La. Like it's not it.
What are you
Dude,
looking
that's
at?
not the right. That's not the right version of Creole.
Oh yeah, it's Haitian. Haitian
Yeah,
Creole.
there's Haiti Creole, there's Haitian Creole, there's plenty of different other Creoles.
They
but-
don't have just Creole though. So.
I swear to God, Dylan.
sorry. I got sidetracked. Okay.
Who is the character? You ready? Here's the first one.
That's
who-
not what it said.
Who is? This is easy. Come on.
Oh shit.
I actually know this. It's-
I know who she is. But I
names
don't
are
know her name.
You don't know the names?
This is gonna come off so
It's the
bad.
Demon
This
Slayer
is why I
girl,
like the
dude.
songs.
Oh God, here we go. We'll
Um,
test your anime character knowledge then.
Shit, I like the songs.
I'm sorry, dude.
Hey,
with
you
your
might
songs-
wanna do it in a presentation mode because I can see the other characters. and
I can't move the thing in the presentation mode. I didn't set up like that. Here, just don't look
Oh
over
my-
here.
You're
Just here, just
You're
don't, just
horrible.
don't, just don't look over there.
okay. I'm sorry. So you got. I have to go through this to figure out who her name
Let's
is.
see. The guy's name is Tanjiro, right? So
Yeah. So what's the
what's
girl's
the
name?
sister's
Come on,
name?
guys. You guys can do it.
You got
Tanjiro.
Zenitsu. You got.
Oh,
Are you looking through?
No, I'm not. I
Oh,
would have
you-
said it already.
Oh, you're doing it from memory. I see.
You got
Fuck, what is her name?
Shinobu.
Oh, shit.
You got.
Oh shit.
You got.
You guys, alright, you guys don't know her.
Bro, I don't know her name.
Alright.
Like, I'm gonna feel so
Dude.
stupid when you
No,
uncover it.
no,
No.
Just do it, because you can't give
Dude.
us hints. It's gonna be impossible.
Dude, what the fuck is Mezzy Wesley,
Now,
bro?
now you're making this insanely hard.
What a
Do you even remember her
Mezzy
name?
her name's Mezuko.
Mezuko.
Nezuko. With an
Mezuko,
N.
with an.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude,
So what
why
does
isn't it
Mezzy
Mezzy-
Wesley
Why isn't it Mezzy Wesley then, dude?
Wait, is it N or M? I thought it was M.
It's
N.
an N. It's an N.
Oh, it is N. All right, Nezzy Wezzy.
Oh yeah, let's just edit that real quick.
No, good
Thank
warm
you,
up,
dude.
good warm up, good warm up.
Next. Who?
Naruto.
Ah, who could it be?
Yeah, it's Naruto. Connor got it.
All
Like,
right.
well, I can see that from a mile away,
I'm
so it's kind of hard to
sorry.
ignore it while I was doing the other one. I
Fuck
couldn't see
me.
the rest.
I don't know who this is. Help me,
Oh,
please.
L. That's
Oh.
L.
Damn, dog. Okay. It
What
is.
the fuck is
it is
that?
L's
What
feet.
are you doing?
Dude. Oh, you were mad, Connor. You were mad about the no braille last time, so he added some in. For you.
Added some braille. All right.
Is that Braille? or
Next.
L?
No, it's not.
I don't think
but-
you know this man's. Who is this?
Oh, dude. Fuck. Is that
What's it from?
What's his? Is that Midoriya?
Yeah.
Oh, it's his hair. Oh, fuck!
I'm good at this one. I like this one.
Fuck
All
this shit.
right,
I hate
Dylan's
it.
killing this one. All right, this one is impossible.
Oh, it's the girl from Love, Chinibio, and Other Delusions. I don't know what her
Yes.
fucking name is.
Yeah,
I
I don't
didn't
know
know her
her
name
name.
either.
I don't,
Look it
dude.
up.
If you don't know her name, okay.
I'll
I
give
don't
it to
know her
Connor.
name,
I'll give
then.
it to Connor. Rika.
No, I didn't
Like,
get it. I don't want the
okay.
point.
Rika. All right. You
Oh,
a dummy
Natsu.
ass.
Naruto, Natsu.
Natsu.
Nazi said Naruto.
Dude, because he said Naruto, and I
Oh,
said
I said Natsu. What do you mean? I did not say Naruto.
Natsu. Good job,
Oh.
boys. What about this one? I'm so tired.
Dude, what the fuck?
Log Horizon?
Oh.
Who?
Wait.
Is that the guy from Log Horizon?
I don't
Is
know.
that the staff he carries?
Yes, but who is it?
Oh, it was the guy.
I don't think I put his name down, so I forget to. We'll see.
His name's like the strategist.
Dude,
it's
yeah.
fucking... The strategist.
Devil behind glasses. What's his name though?
Dude, I'm so bad at the names.
Fuck.
Because they're not like, ah, shit. They don't like ingrain into my mind that I see them and I know them for a little while, but.
Dude, I don't know
terrible.
why, but I keep thinking Sachi, but it's definitely not Sachi.
Oh.
Like, you can.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not
Um,
Sachi.
Did you look up the
I don't
name?
know. No, I didn't look up the name. It's
No,
not
I'm
Sachi.
saying, did Matt look up the name?
Well, I
Well,
had to.
I'll
I
look
did.
up the name.
I never watched Log Horizon.
Oh.
I'll know it if you'll know it based off what I put. I think.
Okay.
No, probably not.
You ready?
Remove it. Yeah.
She'd owe me or
Brother,
something.
what?
No, it's Shiro. It's Shiro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
Okay,
looked that
Sachi
up.
wasn't that far
I
away,
looked that
I
up.
think.
Yeah.
Just so we knew. We could say, we could tell people. I did know it was the main character for Log Horizon, but that doesn't
That's
mean
true.
that I know his name.
Yeah, I didn't know his name either.
Next-
Come think of
Dude,
it.
I'm gonna count these as half points in my opinion. C2.
Oh yeah. No, C3.
It's not C3.
It was C2 CC. Next.
All right.
This is just a Pokemon. Good luck.
Yeah, dude, I don't know who that fucking. I've never seen
Why?
that
What is
before in
your-
my life.
What is your problem?
I've never seen that Pokemon
What's the
before.
face?
I don't
It's
know.
a fucking tumbleweed, dude.
I've
but I don't
never
know what
seen
it
this
is.
before.
Tumblewad, dude.
I'm gonna be
That's my
honest.
guess.
I just looked up a
Thunder Tumble.
random.
Some sort of tumbleweed fucking joke, dude.
Thunder Tumble.
Are we giving up?
Yeah.
Yes. Wait.
It's a Bramblegast. All right. Next.
Yay!
Dude. Dude, I'm so happy I know that now. Hog Rider! Dude, that one was easy.
Oh,
I know
it's-
those lips from anywhere.
It is
man.
Hog Rider from the hit mobile game Clash Royale. All right.
Me.
Oh, Connor! It's Connor! Oh, dude.
Okay. All right.
What
What,
a
a cool,
great
what a
quiz.
great quiz.
Dude, this one was good. I like this one.
Next time I'll make it PowerPoint mode. But oh, oh.
Yeah, because I could on the pictures I was
You
like, well,
just-
I know number 2 is Naruto from a mile away.
Yeah. The logistics, man. I didn't think of it.
Fuck, I
Did you
thought
guys
I'd be
get this?
better
You see this one?
No, what the fuck does that say?
It's a high.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
Oh.
Oh, that didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Dude,
nice, dude.
nice, dude.
Nice.
I did. miss it,
$500
dude.
to anyone who saw that. I'm just kidding.
The hologram.
Yeah, dude. I told you. I know those lips from anywhere.
We were ready for that. Just immediate.
Yes, Dylan was very ready for that one. All right.
I said
that
it's
is it for the quiz. Very weird quiz, but I
No,
was
I
kind
like
of
this one.
kind of
This one was
stuck on
fun.
what to do. We could do openings again. The issue with openings is
They cut it.
copyright. Yeah, it's like
But it's like 1 second. You just give them the credit on like the.
You could do
It doesn't
like
matter
one
for
of those
credit
like
for some
you
of
could do
them.
like one of those emoji quizzes where like it's like 4 emojis and you have to guess the anime.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I won't look them up. I'll make them myself.
Oh, great.
So
that
that you
like
can-
adds a whole other level of difficulty,
Yeah,
dude.
it's gonna be horrible. Yeah, it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, it's good.
Dude, it's gonna be fun. Definitely
No,
do that
I know. I'm saying it's gonna. He's gonna do a goofy
one.
fucking.
Oh, I know,
job.
dude. He's gonna put
Oh,
a
I'm gonna make
fucking
it-
weed in the color black, and we're gonna have to guess Black Clover again
Guys,
from a fucking
it was
sunflower
not-
and a
it-
moon.
I
It's
bro.
gonna
feel
be like 4 bowling balls cut in half, and it's gonna be bo 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 bo. bo. It's gonna be 4 halves of a bowling ball.
Dude, there's gonna be a blue dot, and it's gonna be like it's reincarnated as a slime, man.
Dude, he's giving away our secrets. He's opening.
Oh
the
yeah,
jar.
go to the drive, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
you
you got
guys
a lot on
looking?
the drive.
I got my Bobo open.
Yeah, you should probably put it back on the
Jesus
game now.
Christ.
Oh, I am back on the game. I forgot I was streaming to you guys. Okay. We are going to start getting into the craziness of Bo. So,
Thoughts on episode
Bo-
1,
bo-
boys?
how excited are we, boys? Do we want to
Dude, I'm
give
excited.
do we want to
I'm
give
freaking-
ratings first or after?
We
Well,
can
just go
ratings
from person to
after.
person, and then you can just either they can give it at the beginning and explain it, or just do it at the end.
Um
Cause I've got notes for every single episode.
I have-
Just do the ratings. Just do the ratings at the end, so we can talk about
Okay.
it first. Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna go through like a little overview of the episodes, and then we're gonna stop, and you guys can point out things that stuck out to you or didn't liked, that kind of thing. We only went through the first 6. There's like 76 episodes for like one season. It's crazy. But the first episode we find that there are hare hunters for the Margarita Empire. Then they are invading a small village, and these guys are like, this is like a world where there's people who've cut everyone's hair, and so you're not allowed to have hair. It's like lawed out or something. It's weird. So they're invading a small village and they're cutting everyone's hair. We meet the young girl Beauty, who is hiding from the hair hunters. She gets caught, and then Bobo enters and saves her, but he fights with his nose hairs, which is a weird thing. And then we find that there's an old man that is controlling his nose hairs. And then I have here, there is a pickle. So there's a pickle.
Oh, dude, I wrote
That
for
you'll
pickles.
never see again.
Yeah,
His name's
dude.
Dylan. The guy, the pickle's name is Dylan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, dude. I
Yeah.
wrote pickles as a G, and then like 4 notes down, it goes pickles. You're not allowed. Because he's like, we're gonna go on this adventure, and then they're both like, yeah, let's go, Beauty and Pickles, and then he goes, not you, Pickles.
Yeah, Pickle is just there for like a scene, and we never see him again. It's very weird.
He's there
Um,
for 2 scenes.
Yeah, I don't know
I
why
love
he was
Pickles was-
introduced if they're not gonna put him in the show.
Yeah, he's like, and this is Dylan. He's like,
Yeah, so there's
Yeah. I also wrote down a note called General Jelly Jiggler.
so
So
yeah, I was really confused. So the way they fight or the way they get their power, I think, is through sad memories. Is that correct?
dude, I don't know.
I don't
Bo,
know.
because
I
they
wrote down
keep doing
Saiyan
they
armor.
keep doing flashbacks and they're like sad, and whenever they're dueling, we'll get to that later. But yeah, so Bo shows Beauty a flashback of his childhood when everyone had like hair, freely had hair, and then Bo was able to hear voices in hair.
Yeah.
He found a
and-
guy who also could hear voices in hair, and then like just showed him, like, I don't know, it's weird. The
On the being able to hear hair
the
thing,
hair hunters came in to fight, or came in to get his father, but then for some reason his father, Bo's father, just gave him up to the hair hunters. He said, take him instead. And so they took
Yep,
the kid
yep.
so that he sacrificed his own child. And then Yeah, that's the whole flashback. Is his father sacrificed him to?
Yeah, on his father and him being able to see hair, it may have to do with his father literally being sentient hair.
Yep.
Oh yeah, his father was like literal hair. His father was like a
Yeah.
hair follicle. I forgot.
My father was a hair follicle.
Oh, I have it here. I said Bo's father was a hair follicle. Yep. There's a lot of
then-
weird things that you can
But
miss.
then he
in-
gave up Bo to save himself, and then we never know how Bo escaped from those people.
Yeah.
So-
So Bo has been going around destroying hair hunter bases, basically, and then Beauty is brought along, but again, Pickle is not. So Pickle Dylan is not
Dude,
allowed to come with.
I have a note here called Bashful Pickles. I don't know if you saw it, but in the scene where he went to fight that one outpost in the first episode, when Beauty and Pickles showed up afterwards, when he was like, "Pickles, I see you," or whatever, Pickles started acting all like shy and had like the blushingness on his face. I was like, Bashful Pickles.
I don't
Really
know if I saw
weird. Oh, dude, it was
that.
weird.
Yeah. I watched episode 5 and 6 or 4, 5, and 6 in like 2x speed. Not a good idea. Don't do that.
I watched episode 5 and 6 while I was doing something else because I was like, this is absolutely horrible.
Yeah. Anyways, I have down a boy has been observing them, which there was. There was this like guy who's
Dude, he's
watching
an
them.
alien, dude. He's an alien.
Yeah, for that I have Stalker Boy question mark.
Yeah, stalker
He's
boy question
hot.
mark. And
The boy with the skull tee.
and then the hair gang approaches Bo and accuses him of being part of the wig gang, and that is the end of the first episode. So that
Oh
that
yeah,
is
with
that.
Don Patch, dude.
Definitely
Don
a-
Patch, get wiggy with it.
Don Patch is a confusing character. That's in episode 2, but episode 1, not as bad as other episodes.
No, for sure. I know in episode 1. So, like, here's what I was thinking because I watched episode 1, I watched episode 2, and I was like, man, like, it's not great, but it is definitely something I could see people being able to kind of just, like, leave on while they're, like, doing other stuff, and it would be, like, enjoyable. Like, I was like, oh, this is, like, it's okay. Like, it's, like, silly, but, like, in a way that kind of puts a smile on your face. And then, like, you get more towards, like, episode 3 and 4, and you realize that there's just, like, no correlation to anything. And that's fine, too, but it just gets really fucking annoying. Like, you're like, this is really annoying. I start to get, annoyed at the end of it. Like, I don't even want this on in the background playing. I was like, this
Yeah.
is horrible.
It's definitely something. So yeah, episode 1, not much going on. They're just like setting up things, but pretty confusing. Well, the main confusing
Yeah.
thing for me is the fact that, well, one, they don't really explain how the fuck they get their powers, and we'll get into that more. But yeah, that, and why is there a dude in his nose controlling his nose hairs?
Like, dude,
The-
dude,
there's-
he's got
there's
an
like an
entire
old-
planet in
I was
there,
gonna say it differs. It doesn't. They don't explain it.
Yeah.
dude. We're closing up for the day.
Yeah, he just
Just
closes his nose. He's like, come on, guys. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Episode
so-
2, let's see. The hair gang. I said the hair gang leader is ill. This is Don Patch. So Don Patch comes out. We are introduced to him, and he is disheveled and ill, I guess. I don't know. They try to cure him with soda. Yep, they just give him a lot of soda, and he becomes back to normal, I guess.
Yeah,
and
for
they-
that whole situation, I have used Don Patch as a hat.
Yes, Don Patches uses the hat. But hold on. The hair gang thought Bo was part of the wig gang, which I guess is like hair hunters who wear wigs. That's
Yep.
pretty much it. I don't know why, but they wear wigs. The boss of the hair gang, Don Patch, who's the guy who they just revived, basically, notices Bo's power level and challenges him to a duel. But it's not like a normal duel. It's like who has the saddest memory is pretty much what I have, because I don't know. So Don's flashback was he was a fish stick vendor during Christmas. Nobody wanted his fish sticks, and he couldn't he
Yeah.
couldn't go home until he sold all of them. So he forced people to take his fish sticks, but still couldn't sell them, and that was it. Bo's flashback is he wants to win kimchi from like a lottery, and then he also wants a girlfriend, and that was it. his flashback was like 10 seconds, and Don Patches was like a good few minutes. So, and Bo won somehow with the with the saddest memory of he also wanted a girlfriend. He was so lonely. And I said, I think the objective of the duel is to tell the saddest memory. That's so Bo won somehow is what
Yeah, I don't know. They just say he's wiggy. He's wiggy, dude. He's wigging out. He's wigging out. I was like, what are these? I don't understand.
Yeah.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
So now Don Patch is mad and actually fights Bo. Like, actually. Don transforms into a shuriken, and Bo transforms into a video game set, and Don wants to play. Yes, so Bo, I guess, so a power that these guys have, and I think they're called Hajikalis or something, they can transform into things. So Don transforms into a shuriken, which makes sense for fighting, but Bo transforms into a gameplay set, and I believe there's a pig at the set, and they're playing games. And Don's like, wait a second, what? I want to play. And he joins. And then the real Wig Gang appears and steals Beauty. Then Bo and Don team up to defeat the Wig Gang. By the way, what is Beauty doing? She's just there as like a... She just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I have
like-
no idea.
She's like Sakura in Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
it? Okay.
the fight scene that they did to get Beauty back was also really weird. Like, the villain was like a dude version of Medusa, I guess. It's like
He was
Medusa's eyes.
Medusa's like second cousin or something.
Yeah, or something like that. And he like petrified Don Patch. And then during the fight scene, Bobobo kept
Oh, yeah.
turning into different vegetables, like
Yeah,
a
we're getting
carrot,
to that.
cabbage, and eggplant.
Because he's a rich vegetarian.
Yeah, I have here.
Yeah.
They reach the boss of the Wig Gang, who turns Don into stone with his Medusa eyes. Bo turns into a carrot and then a cabbage. Bo then, as a cabbage, does karaoke. This somehow breaks Don from the stone. This is what I have. Mid-fight, Don and Bo overhear the captain planned a party with 4 girls that night and, and want to end since the captain needed more guys to come along. So somehow the captain of the Wig Gang decided, oh, I forgot I had plans, and then invites these guys who were just fighting him to go to these 4 girls who were apparently really hot. They were really hot girls, and they needed hot guys. So then they all go. The girls were not happy. And the boy
Yeah.
observing them in episode 1 eventually saves Beauty because the other guys were useless. They didn't save Beauty.
Yeah, they were bathing in the hot pot.
They were they were doing nothing. And yeah, so the boy eventually saves Beauty, but then he just leaves again. So that's all we see of him.
my highlight of the entire episode through all the random things that happen is when Bo's head opens up and it's like a class graduation and they're like, thank you, teacher. He's nothing to do with any. It's nothing to do with anything.
No, yeah, we're
He's
getting
not
to
a
that.
teacher.
That's not this
He's not
episode.
a
though.
teacher.
That's a
Yeah,
different
He's
it
not a
was.
teacher.
Oh no, maybe it wasn't.
No, it's a different episode. That's the whole episode, and we'll get into that. It's just a filler episode, I think. Nothing happens.
Dude, it's all
Nothing
filler
happens.
No, it's the end of
Genuinely, I
episode.
don't
It's the
know.
end of episode 2.
Is
When
it?
they
No, the end of episode
yeah.
2, I thought
It
was.
says they beat Heekle. They beat Heekle. It's not the whole
No.
episode.
Dude,
It's just when
they
they
all
beat
kind of
Heekle
missed.
and then like it was either the beginning
No,
of
it's episode
3.
4. Is that? I have it as episode 4.
No.
What do you get mad at me? I have it as episode 4. Is when they go into the whole graduation school thing.
That's not the same. It's like his head opens up, and it's when they were. It was literally when they were doing the hot
yes,
pot.
I didn't write that
Yeah.
down because it was too confusing to write down.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like my crowning achievement of the
Yes.
episode where I'm watching this, and I was like, I just don't understand the
I
comedy
see
and
what
like.
you mean. The
Yeah.
a big form of comedy or humor in this show is that Bo can lift his hair up like halfway. It's like a compartment, and just things happen inside. Like at
has
this
nothing
point
to do
that
with
he's
what's
at
going
this
on.
point
the
that Connor's
squirrel
talking
tea
about.
party or whatever.
Yeah, there's like
or-
a squirrel tea party where a squirrel is getting rejected from a girl squirrel. There's the party one, or there's the classroom one where there's like a
Yep.
teacher. It's weird. I don't know. It's just random shit happens for like
Yeah,
I guess
but
comedic
that teacher
effect,
one,
but
it was so like.
it's out of left field. It's like what?
Well, yeah, everything's out of left field, but that was like, it was like, well, what's like, why?
Yeah. It
Yeah,
really
halfway
makes
down
no
my
sense.
Like,
notes
thank
for
you, teacher,
episode
he-
2, it says got worse, and I believe that's when I took the picture that you could throw up on the screen again,
Okay.
and it's where me sticking a thumbs down at my screen.
Yes, Dylan was not having it. By the way, it also didn't
I
help
almost
that
gave up.
It also didn't help that all three of us procrastinated this till the very last second.
Yeah, and we had to watch it all at once. Like
Yeah,
it was not.
we had the whole week and we just did not watch it. So, yeah, at least we only watched 6. Oh boy, it would have gotten worse.
Dude, if we had to do 10, I would have tapped out.
Yeah.
would've
I even
Like,
told
the-
Dylan,
like,
I was
the
like, if you
last
need to tap
two-
out, tap out.
The last 2 episodes I didn't even like really pay attention to, and it was annoying. It was like annoying.
I started doing my laundry, but I still
was
have like a
annoying me.
page and a half of notes.
It was annoying me, and I wasn't even watching it. I was
Alright.
like, oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So that's episode 2. Episode 3.
Yeah. Starts off.
The boy
with
is gone.
Beauty
Oh,
dragging Bobobo behind her as a burger, and
Yes,
she's like,
as a
"Man,
hamburger.
I don't know
Yeah,
why,
veggie
but I'm really
burger.
hungry for burgers." And you find out why he's dressed up as a burger, because he started crying, saying that he'll never understand how a burger feels.
yeah. I don't
Followed
know.
by like a 60-second like of him being like that to him going like, "Just kidding," and then he starts doing like murdering the townspeople. It's very weird.
Yeah, I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dragging him as a hamburger. They go to the Hajike village. Everyone is food? Question mark. Bo goes on a rampage, and then Hajikalis, which are just people who can use the power to transform or whatever. I said I think are beings, who could transform. So Bo challenges the village's strongest Hajikalis. Bo invested. So the way Bo's attack was, Bo invested 500 million into the stock market and lost it all. That's his move.
It's so risky.
It's
no.
it's so- that's his thing.
It's so. You're not even. It's so risky.
I said the firework who he is fighting. By the way, he's fighting a firework.
Before that, before the firework thing, I have written down that he drop kicks a guy that they made sure that you knew was a Chinese man.
Oh, did they? I didn't
Yeah.
see
He
Oh,
that.
is
drop
that
kicks
when
the
is that
guy,
when they're
and
giving
it-
them like that Chinese accents, like the really big? Chinese
Yeah,
accent?
and he goes up and he drop kicks this guy, and they made sure to put on him Chinese man.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't. Maybe I just
They
missed
give
it.
him like the most stereotypical thick ass Chinese accent.
Dude, it
Oh.
was good. It was
Yeah,
funny.
but so in the duel, Bo is fighting a firework, and the firework didn't realize that he would
He's
fly
dynamite.
away if he lit himself. So the
he thought
firework
he
for
was
his
dynamite.
move, as his move on his turn, lit himself, and then he just flew away, and that was that.
Oh yeah, he was like, I
Just
always
flew
knew I was a. He goes, deep down, I knew I was a firework.
Yeah, and then I have for the next line, Bo then wows the crowd of people with a band in his hair. So again,
yeah,
his
this
hair
is where he
opens up.
opens it.
Yeah.
Where he opens it, he like starts crying because apparently he was like the producer of this band.
This random ass
He's like,
fangirls
there's
are
nothing
there.
else I can do for them now. I don't even understand. I just don't understand.
Yeah, and the crowd just turns into people who just know this band, and then
Is that why you were sad the whole time, Bo?
it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that happened, and then a convenience store blows up near Beauty. All right, and I guess that reveals to us that this was all just a dream. I think. What do you
I
guys?
don't
I
know.
think it was a
No,
dream.
I don't know. You
I
can't.
don't
ask
know. I have a
Because then
timestamp
Beauty
written
is
down.
now
I'm trying to get
Beauty
there.
now wakes up and is lost.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
she
woods.
wakes up in the forest
Yes.
randomly, and then it fuck.
Yes,
And then there's
Beauty.
like the bow deer, or whatever those things.
Yes.
The dogs.
Then there's bow dogs that attack her, or I don't something. She gets lured into a hare hunter by those dogs, I believe. Oh no, by a duck. He was wearing a.
He was wearing
duck
a Dundee.
underwear.
He was wearing a Dundee.
Oh,
Dundee.
yeah, I went to the timestamp that I wrote down, and my timestamp says, "What the fuck is that?" And it's the dude in like the sexy leotard with
Mhm.
the duck underwear on his head.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's a guy in duck underwear thing with a duck on his head and lures her in. But it turns out the duck is actually has a mind of its own. So
It's a
Yeah,
sentient-
and,
it's a
it's a
sentient
sentient duck.
Dundee.
At first, it doesn't
And
look
his
like it is. but-
dad, the duck underwear's dad, lives in Bobobo's hair
Yes.
and starts like
And he's like, son,
lecturing
you're
the
not a duck.
underwear.
He's like, what do you mean? What am I? And then he explains it. His father apparently who is
fell in love
who
with
is a duck
underwear,
fell
a
in love
pair
with
of
underwear, and then
somehow conceived this duck underwear,
yes.
but then you find out, son, you're actually a swan.
All right, yeah.
And
Meanwhile, keep in mind that they're trying to
yeah.
fight this hare hunter while this lecture is going on. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, there's a duck guy. Yeah, he just finds out that he's neither a duck nor underwear. He's was it? What'd you say, Connor? He's Dundee.
He's a Dundee. He's half duck, half undie.
Yes, and
A
this was
Dundee.
this was a revelation for the duck somehow. He didn't know, I guess, that he was a
Yeah, I
underwear?
wrote down swan realization.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a swan. They said he's a swan. I don't know what that means, but he's a swan. Okay. Bo is busy playing mahjong with monkeys, but hears Beauty's cries and rushes to help. Oh, so this is before that. So Bo's just playing mahjong with monkeys, and then he runs up, finds the goose guy, and then the whole thing happens. Duck finds out he's a swan from his father, who that was in Bo's hair. They continue the fight. Bo wins. That's it.
Yeah, I wrote actually no idea what's going on as my last note for that episode.
Yeah, so that's episode 3. Oh, and then they win, and then they like at the end of it, they're also she begins to drag him as a hamburger, and that's the end. It's like, oh, was it like in the future? I don't know what that's about, but
Correct.
it doesn't make no sense. Anyways,
Don't try to make sense out of anything that happens.
can't make sense of anything. That's episode 3. Do we have anything to talk about? There's a lot of ducks and
Yeah,
underwear.
no. Episode
Well-
3 left me completely and utterly confused.
My favorite episode was episode 4. So
I love it when they explain things. They don't explain anything.
I've got some timestamps for episode
They
4.
could at least explain their powers and their power-ups and stuff. They don't. You just watch it. That's it. Like, I don't.
Yep.
You have to figure it out. So that's that. Episode 4. They actually arrive at the village this time, I believe, because I thought it was a dream. Bo gets a package. Don is in the box. Now, where was Don this whole time? I don't know. Because he was with them. The whole episode 3, Don was not there. And then somehow shows up in episode 4 in a box. So, and then we go into this entire thing that doesn't make any sense for the whole show, is that Don is apparently graduating from school at this
Okay.
village. And
Yeah, I wrote fever dream for
Yeah.
that part.
yeah, the Don is graduating from school at the village. Bo breaks into his school with many teddy bears, is what I have. He just seems to be bothering Don at school. That's the only sense I could make out of it. Is Bo is just there bothering Don while he's trying to graduate. Don decides to leave his gang and join Bo. So Don's gang is just there. I don't know why, at the village. This is where he officially joins Bo with his journey or whatever. Then they get attacked by hunters in their encampment. So they like were off in the woods somewhere. They get attacked by hare hunters there. Bo awakens his king nose hair, which has a mind of its own, by the way. So it's just this random hair follicle in his nose, and it has a mind of its own. You know what it does? It doesn't even help them. It just gets on a bicycle and cycles away.
I've
It
got
am-
some stuff written down from
Yeah.
before when that happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
So at the graduation thing, for like a solid minute and a half, they were doing like the 2-step while going Putakogi.
Oh yeah, Putakogi.
Putakogi.
I don't know what that is. Is that like a?
I also have no idea what that is.
They
And
do this
then,
weird pose, and then they just go Putakogi.
Right when their like flashback ended, he shot Don Patch with
Yeah.
like a pistol because he stole his curry bread or something.
Oh
And
right,
then-
I just left all this out.
Yeah,
it was
and
too
then
confusing
when Beauty
to
got
write
onto
down.
him for it, he like went into this high pitched baby mode, which I wrote down. What is happening?
Yeah, there's a lot that happened in that episode. I just could not write it down. I was like,
No,
this is too
that-
much.
Episode 4 is cutting achievement because when they're fighting this guy, he like can like read their minds, I guess. So they both start like Don Patch thinks of something stupid, and then the guy reads his mind, throws like a cucumber, and he's like summer salad or something stupid, and starts chasing like this cucumber, which like I don't even know it. Like I don't whatever. Anyway, so he starts chasing the cucumber, and then Bo starts thinking of like in his head, goes inside of his head, and it's like a sales pitch for like a play or something stupid. I don't fucking know. And he's
Yeah,
reading his
they start
mind, and
doing
he's like,
plays.
no, don't, that's gonna bomb. But my crowning achievement is because he's like using his mind control, and his eyes are like are all lit up, and he goes, I'm so confused. And I was like, dude, that is me right here. It's like sitting here and like my eyes are like red and I'm sitting here like I'm so confused. Yeah, I like that
Yes.
part.
I
The
think-
King Knows Here rides off. It was his dream to ride, I don't know, the bike,
Yeah.
I
A
guess.
bicycle,
The
yeah.
King Knows Hair
He was trying to ride
awakens.
on
You think you think it's gonna help him in his battle, and then just rides off
He
on a
yank-
bike.
Well, because he yanks it out and he's like, no, how could you?
Well, to awaken the nose hair, there was a bunch of boogers, I think is what they were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like at a
I don't-
shrine praying
Praying
to
to
it to
the
awaken
shrine
it from its
inside of his
300-year-long slumber.
Yes, there
Yeah.
was boogers in there who do play multiple roles. They actually go into the hair hunter's nose
Yeah.
and attacks him through there or something. It's
Yeah,
so weird.
when it was so silly because like the whole thing was like he could read minds, and so they were trying to find a way around it. And then after King Nose Hair is ripped out and everything happens, Bo just beats him up.
Bo just
nothing.
Bo
Bo just
beats
hits
him
him.
up.
So like in the beginning when he couldn't do that because he could read his mind, it was like okay. And then at the end it was like, oh, now he just gets hit by them. I was like, what the fuck? This is so bad.
Yeah, it just ends like all the fights could end very quickly if they just got to the point, but there's like a whole thing that goes on. And then after the fight, everybody except for Beauty cycles away and joins the King Nosehair on his cycle. Fucking no.
Yeah, I wrote, what drugs are these people on?
So I think the
Dude,
writers
I
were
mean, the
on
mangaka's
something.
on meth, and
Yeah.
so
So that's that. That's episode 4. Oh, basically a nothing burger of an episode.
Yeah, starting off episode 5, my first note was tame until minute 3.
Yeah,
started off
it wasn't that bad
okay. Started off
until
great.
the plays started happening.
Yeah, until minute 3, and then I have a timestamp pretty close after that at minute 6.5, and I'm gonna go double check what that is real quick.
Yeah. But anyway, the episode just starts with them walking in a field.
This
The
episode.
boy is still watching, by the way, from afar. I don't know why he's still watching, but he is. And then we get into a weird thing. Bo and Don start performing a play of sorts. They start acting.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They just start acting and doing a play. Oh, this episode confused the hell out of me. I didn't get it. So
I'll
they're
never make the cheerleading squad.
yeah,
That's what it
they do
was.
like multiple plays and stuff.
Yeah.
And then while they're doing that, an alien comes. An alien thing comes looking for the boy
the
that is
T
watching
suit
them.
guy.
Yeah, the
T-suit guy.
T-suit guy, who's like an alien
yeah.
octopus thing, is looking for the boy that is watching them. And Beauty tells Bo, because I think was Bo like about to go find the boy and kill him or something, and then Beauty's like, "Wait, don't do that. He's actually good." And Bo's like, "Okay." Beauty tells Bo the boy's a good person, so Bo fights the alien. And then somehow they end up underwater. I'm probably missing a lot.
Yeah, I have a
with
timestamp for
with
the
sh-
underwater
with
battle.
the schlubs or whatever. What is it
Yeah.
called?
Yeah.
The
I watched this on
schlubs?
2x speed, so I missed a lot.
Did
of
anybody
context.
see the scene where he went aquatic something technique and then he just starts doing like the
a
dolphin?
dolphin? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I wrote funny down for that because that caught me off guard and I actually laughed at that one.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't paying very much attention to the last episode, so I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
after that I
I
just wrote there's
stopped-
nothing much to this episode other
I
than
stopped
literally
paying
nothing.
attention at the point where Don Pedro was going on about. He was like, "Mama," and they had a bunch of everyone was a different. Everyone was Mama, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening? Like, this is so bad." I was like,
It's
"This is
so
so
crazy.
bad."
Anyways, what I have is so they end up underwater. They fight underwater. A bunch of underwater naked men deliver him his miso soup. Okay,
They're
so
they're the schlubs, dude.
there's the schlubs deliver miso soup to Bo, and what does that accomplish? Who knows? The men return later in kimonos to defeat the alien. It ends with a crowd cheering the alien, Bo, and Don for some reason. Is what I have. I forget why they're cheering.
Because it was like a play the whole time.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, and that's why at the end, like everyone's cheering, and then Beauty's like, oh my god, I forgot it was a play the whole time. And then the boy in the trees, we still don't know. And he's like, oh my god, Bo's a genius. This entire time, he had this guy acting the play to forget about the fact that he was chasing me. And then Commander Battleship, or yeah, I think his name was Commander Battleship, is like calling the alien on his phone, and he doesn't answer. And then it's like, who's Commander Battleship?
Yeah.
To find out next time.
The last
And-
point I have here is I said this episode made 0 sense. Is what I put down because yeah, that's a trippy one. The other ones I don't know. That one was crazy. Anyways, that's episode 5. Oh god, any other points to put on that one?
No, episode 5 was actually just.
Okay, episode 6 is
Not
apparently not much better. So the groups, the episode 2, the group starts on a plane. And if I start skipping things, let me know because I did watch on 2x, so I'm probably
Yeah, at minute 6 or something.
Yeah,
I
you
have
think they're on a
timestamp
train?
that
Yeah, I thought
says,
they were on a train.
Well, that
Actually-
was the whole joke. Like, it's but whoever made this and thought it was funny is probably in a mental institution, because the whole joke is that the inside of the plane looks like they're on a train, and you're supposed to thinking they're on a train, and then they open the window, and then Bo is flying outside with his nose hair glider. And then she's like, I thought we were on a train. And then they open the window, and then Bo's somehow inside.
This is a funny part though. I thought this was actually kind of funny. So Bo again, yeah, he's outside. He's like on a paraglider, I think, or maybe it's his nose hairs. He's flying outside of the plane. And then yeah, like you said, Beauty notices him and opens the window. And then Dawn is like, "Oh shit, I need to save Bo because I think Bo like crashed or something."
No. So what happened is John Patch opens the window, and then Beauty's like, that window's not supposed to be open. And he's like, I won't let him outdo me. And then he's like pulling the umbrella out, and she's like, that's just a fucking umbrella. And then he jumps out, and then they find him later.
Yeah. So he just jumps out of the plane. I thought that was funny. But the funny part is we find out that Bo is just on the plane the whole time. He's just on the plane. Like, I don't know what happened outside, but Beauty turns her head, and then Bo's just sitting there reading, I think. I can see.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
and then Bo steals one of Don Patch's spikes. At some point during all that madness,
Okay.
and so Don Patch is trying to chase down Bo. And then when he's looking for Bo, he gets on this big screen in this big city. He's like, there he is, and he gives this speech at Don Patch being his mom now out of
Oh
nowhere.
this
yeah,
is
all
the
right, hold
biggest
on.
knot.
Yeah,
He's like,
This,
"Mama."
this episode's crazy. So
yeah, he's like, my mama
said-
said just take your head.
they were on the plane. I said they end up in a city of sorts. Bo begins training with Master Soman. Who the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
Oh,
I don't
the-
know.
The spaghetti master.
The
yeah,
ramen. The ramen.
He was
guy?
like no, I think it was spaghetti.
Is it spaghetti?
Soman.
Oh,
Soman.
okay.
S-O.
I didn't catch it.
Because like in the dub, they were like saying it was like a like.
I was
a
watching it
spaghetti.
subbed.
It was like a spaghetti noodle, and he was like, "I'm gonna become a spaghetti a spaghetti prima donna."
Yeah. So there's this Master Soman who is just there, and then I said, "What the fuck is happening?" All caps. And then I said, "So then they're." Yeah, I'm probably missing a ton. They are attacked by a hunter at the city. The boy saves them, but Beauty gets hit. The boy chases the hunter. I literally can't put to words what happens next. I don't. That's what I put down. I said I don't know what happened next. Probably to do with Don Patch and the mommy thing. So if you know more about that, maybe explain that because I wasn't.
No, I don't understand it. It made me uncomfortable.
Okay, so yeah, there was a Don Patch mommy moment or something. The next thing I had, the girl wakes up, but a mark has been put on her forehead. The hunter now confronts the group.
Yeah, it was
mark-
the hair loss mark. If it's
Yeah.
on your if it's on you for too long, you lose all your hair immediately.
Yeah, if it's on you for 10 hours, you lose all your hair. That's the mark. He tries to mark Dawn, but Bo marks it first with like a force field. I think is that what happened? I don't know. I can't make sense of the show. Anyways, the hunter runs away again. They hop on a train this time. The hunter is on the train. Don fights the hunter, but Bo interjects as Don loses. Bo wins. There's a lot going on, by the way, between these. I just couldn't figure it out. Bo continues training with the master somehow. He just then continues his training. They somehow end up at a bath spa. That's it. What the fuck is what I put. That is episode 6, and you can see why we did not watch any more of the show.
At some point in episode 6, I thought he was like, they go to like a house and it's like a family of spoons.
Yes.
And he's actually like the
Yeah,
father of a
that's
family.
Yes, I think that's what I put.
That's right after the mama speech.
Yeah, I think that's what I put. Like I said,
yeah.
I can't put the swords.
It
So I
doesn't
did-
make any sense. And then he's like a bad father.
Yeah, the spoon thing. He's the father of the spoons. And then I don't know. If you want more context, you can go watch the show.
Can't make sense.
I
of
have
anything
so many timestamps for this one episode.
One
Yeah.
might
At
think
13
we're
minutes,
bad
I was
at
like,
reviewing.
he's a mech now. At 16 minutes, I was like, what is actually what is happening? And then at 17 minutes, I said, I hate this show.
I think this show is just for like literal like infants because I don't. It's just eye
There's like,
candy. It's
there's
like I
just
don't know.
no way you could find it funny, man. Like if
How
I
the
laughed
hell
at that
did
as a
they-
kid.
How did they make it? They must have just
I
thought,
don't
what's
know.
something so random we could just do? Like,
Yeah, how are we gonna make something funny? Oh, I know. So basically, Don Patch is gonna call Beauty Mama, but then all of a sudden he's gonna become Mama, and then I don't know what's happening after that.
oh right.
Oh,
this-
and then and then Bobobo becomes a boy, and so Bobobo's acting like a fucking like 3-year-old kid, like very uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden they come to the family of spoons, but then Bobobo walks in as like a very old, like an older man in a trench coat, and now he's a father, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I have written down, has there ever been a person to make it to episode 76? And then I also wrote down, watching an episode of this at a time could be a punishment for losing some sort of game.
yes, it's it's something. It's
Yeah,
definitely.
it's actually a punishment though,
It's
because like
definitely
you
not
can't
worth-
even have it. You can't even have it on in the background. Like it's just that bad. It's
Yeah.
that bad.
So, all right, let's get into the ratings then. So we went through the first 6 episodes. So we're rating. So to explain the rating a little bit, because I don't think we explained it last time, we have our sour rating, which is basically how bad or cringy or whatever the show is. So this is like lower rating is better, and then on Annie List we basically do the opposite of that, because it's just a regular rating.
Yeah, we take it out of 100, and then that's how we make our score for any list for you
Yeah.
guys to see once we start getting some more on there. If you ever want to know what we rated the show, you'll be able to see it on any list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
let me update it to
I'm
episode
giving
6.
I'm giving it a 60. I didn't think it was terrible like you guys think. I definitely wouldn't watch it though. So it's like it, and it's also you can't really make sense of it. So like 50 I would say is something that's just like meh in like in the middle. It goes up to 60 because you can't make sense of it, and it's like yeah, pretty much there's like no story. But like I didn't like struggle. I would never watch it myself alone. Maybe I'll put to 70. No, 70 sounds better. Yeah, let's put 70. It's for me. So that's what I get.
Yeah, so you said you wouldn't watch it alone, which is actually one of my notes on here, is that like it's not a show to
It might
watch
be
by
fun to
yourself.
watch with like friends if you like, so you
Yeah.
could see how like it's like maybe so bad it's funny at some points, but it's I think it's just an outdated humor or something because we didn't.
Well, it's just back to back,
It is
back
the-
to back
there's no-
slapstick. It's slapstick comedy.
yeah.
And slapstick comedy, like if not done right, is not good. And it's like you can't do like you can't just slap the stick, man. You gotta like actually have content. There's no content. They just do whatever the fuck they want,
Yeah,
and it's not good.
I have on a note on one of the earlier on episodes is that it felt like they just threw a bald dude in there to try and keep some sort of uniformity to the episodes.
Yeah.
As well as all the bald dudes were wearing like super like Saiyan armor from Dragon
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looked like they were from Dragon Ball.
Also, that the leader of their gang or whatever,
Mhm.
like his mom was calling him at some point during their meeting, and his mom has a full
Yeah, his
head of
mom
hair.
has a full head of hair, and
So-
she's like scolding him. She's
Well,
like,
I
"Oh
know,
yeah, he's giving
and
a."
then the people, yeah, and then in the second episode where that guy's going on that date with the girls, they all have hair too. So it's just like there's
Yeah,
yeah,
no like
it doesn't make
even
any
the
sense.
even the premise they give you is not an actual premise. Like it's like they have it, they set the story, and then everything else is a filler episode essentially.
it's
And I just
basically
hate watching filler.
it's just a bunch of filler episodes. That's why I'm like, I guess it's for kids. Like it probably just aired on like a channel, and it's just one of those things that you're able to watch it with no context every episode, because I don't know, but yeah, definitely not.
All I gotta say is if they made money from making that anime, then Japanese people have a very niche sense of humor, which I don't think that's how that
No,
works.
I think it was
For my score,
yeah, which is
though, I'm gonna go lower than Matt, so I can't give it anywhere near like a 70. I will say it was better than Puny Puny Poemy, which I gave, I believe, a 20.
no. We're talking
Or
about the sour score, which
right,
is
right,
higher
right.
is worse.
So I think I gave it an 80.
you gave it
there.
an 80. Yeah.
So for this one, I can't go 70. I can't do 80 this. I'll probably throw it around like a 75. Like,
Yeah.
it's better than Puny Puny Poemy, but would I watch it? No.
Right.
Like, I would not.
That's fair. Well, yeah, I also would watch, but it wasn't like like I wasn't like crying while watching it. It was just.
It was pretty bad for me.
If it-
I almost
I
tapped
think-
out on episode 2.
I think what would have
I
made
don't
it
know how I
better.
would-
What would have made it better is keep all the if like they could keep all their comedy style or whatever, but like if they just had like some storyline to follow, like
yeah, if they followed their storyline,
Yeah.
like
it may have been a little
I
bit
would have been
better.
I would have been able to sit through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that they don't and everything's just confusing, they don't explain anything. It's like, yeah, that's so 70. Connor, what's up? What's up with you?
Dude, I just think for me, there's no way I could give this a better score than Puny Puny Poemy because I could actually watch Puny Puny Poemy and it was actually funny. Like
Mhm.
it might
mean,
have been,
yeah.
it might have been whatever, but it was actually funny. Like I actually laughed at certain parts of it, and like even in Puny Poemy, like it had a fucking story. No matter how convoluted, I didn't even know what the fuck was happening. But like it's an OVA, and I still knew what was happening in the OVA. This shit was like, one, I could even keep it on in the background, and two, it wasn't funny at all. I thought it was horrible. I didn't like it. I'm gonna give it a 95. And the only reason I give it any points at all is because the only thing that could have been worse is if the animation, like as long they actually animated it well, they didn't fucking slack off on the animation at all. Like who knows why, but they actually animated it well. And I like the ending. I like the ending a lot, but the fucking everything else is just a fucking travesty. I don't know why it has 76 episodes. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's an average of 80 on the sour score.
Yeah. Not too terrible, but. All right. It's time to spin the wheel, boys. Connor, do you want to hit him up with the spin the wheel?
Well, okay, so the score we're putting on the Annie list is a 20 then, because our sour score was 80.
Okay.
And then what do you want to leave in the notes for this, guys? A little quick note on the Annie list for this anime.
Nothing makes sense. Too much slapstick comedy. They try to fool you that there's a story. There is no story. We only watched episode 6. I need to link our Annie list. I haven't been linking that, guys. If you're watching, it'll be in the description now if you want to go see the Annie list. We only have 2 things. We have the puny poem.
It's a growing thing now. I had to go fetch my dogs. He freaking ran.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they got a
So,
little fight in the kitchen.
so there's a problem, guys. Not really. I didn't make the wheel because I realized Connor didn't make. So I put it 1 through 18, and there's a list, and I'm just gonna pick whatever number it corresponds to because I.
Bobobo scored 2 points higher from us on any list than Puny Puny Poemy.
Woohoo!
Puny Puny Poemy at 18, Bobobo at 20.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it should have gotten a lower score. That shit was horrible.
Yeah, but I don't think it belongs below Puny Puny
All
Trouble.
right, are we watching the
Dude,
wheel?
hey, everyone has their own opinions.
It's time to
Yes.
spin the wheel,
The
boys.
slowest. Oh, I thought it was spinning. I was like,
No,
that's the
no, no.
slowest spinning wheel.
So
I've
1
ever
through
seen.
18. You can't see the names here because I don't have it. What is it?
Nice.
It's on the Google Drive.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
fuck.
But I didn't...
Open the Google Drive then.
13. All right, which one's 13? 13 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 is Concrete Revolution.
What is that?
Concrete Revolutio.
Oh, is that's actually how you say it? Concrete
Yeah, it's
Revolution.
Revolution.
All right, hold
Yeah,
on.
look it up.
I'm gonna go back to my anime list because they seem to have a decent.
You gotta go to anime. You gotta go to Anime
Concrete
Planet.
This was released in 2015.
Revolutio 2015. How long is it? 13
So-
episodes. Okay. How long are they? 24 minutes. So regular 13 episode season basically. So on a sunny July day in the 41st year of the Shinka era, Jiro Hitoyoshi is tasked with covertly listening in on a secret meeting between a top government scientist and an industrial spy. However, his cover is blown, and the spy reveals himself to be an alien in disguise. Okay. We have a common theme here with aliens. Amidst
Well, that's what
the-
most bad shows do. They
Yeah.
they're like, what can we do? I don't really know. I'll put some aliens in there. I tried to diversify it though, so like those shows don't all have aliens.
Yeah.
I'm just like two.
Amidst the ensuing chaos, Jiro enlists the aid of cafe waitress and magical girl Kiko Hoshino, one of many superhumans who blend into society and secretly protect humanity from extraterrestrial threats. All right. Doesn't sound like terrible yet, but as a member of
these
the
are-
government. Oh, what?
Nothing. You
Okay.
just
As
finished.
a member of the government agency known as the Superpopulation Research Laboratory, Jiro has the dual task of protecting superhumans that defend humanity and disposing of any deemed too dangerous to live. Having proven herself a worthy ally, Kiko is invited to join the agency as its newest recruit. And I'm not reading the rest, but okay. So
Yeah.
it's like an alien thing, and then there's like secret people with powers that protect humanity. Okay, you were saying, Connor, about the show?
Oh, I was saying like I picked so pretty much it was like going just down, because if it's like below like a 7, if it's below a 7 on my anime list, they're typically bad. Because like that my anime scores are really deceiving because they're not good ratings. They're not good ratings. If you want good ratings, go to Anime Planet. Just
Yeah. So for those of you who
Whatever,
haven't
but-
figured it out by now, the previous wheel that we had a lot of just nothing burgers, which is we found out. So Connor was like, "I'm gonna change this." So this will be an actual like show. I hope.
yeah. Yeah, so the whole goal was to actually like have shows because like if it ends up being like pretty decent, that way people can actually go and watch it and decide for themselves. But
Yeah.
like the things we had on there were just like not anime, and two.
Catch it one.
Hey
Yeah.
man, it's popular. If it's just like things that would like, be hard to like watch in like a week and then actually give like a proper like review to like wholesome like finish the anime, be like, oh, this is actually pretty good, I liked it or whatever. And because like it's a 6.65 on my anime list, and a lot of them are around that range. Some of them are a little lower, but they're actual shows that you can watch, and if you don't like it, you can say you don't like it, versus like you just borderline have to stop watching it
Yeah.
because you just can't. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's an
just,
issue. That was an issue with what
So,
I
You said you got that off of my anime list. Should I be making a my anime list instead of
No.
an anime
No,
list?
I was just looking for
No.
like a
Okay,
description.
okay.
I was just
No,
looking for
if you wanna look for reviews, you just go to Anime Planet. I think it does a better job. Plus, like the ranking system is better because like the my anime list like average score is about a 7 and up. Like most people give pretty high scores on my anime list, and it's very inaccurate as to like how good the anime actually is. Versus like Anime Planet, you get pretty decent like a guy the same thing that scores like a 7 on any list or my anime list will get like a 3 point something on Anime Planet. So it's
Yeah.
generally a better way of scoring. So I just went underneath that and like looked for shows that I knew were like generally not very good,
All right.
but also not like unwatchable. And I try to keep the aliens to a minimum because like half the shows there are like aliens. It's just like explaining a show. It's like, oh, fill in the blank. Default main character is starting a bagel shop, and his best friend turns out to be an alien from space. And then it's just like it's just like a normal setting and then aliens, a normal setting and then aliens. It's just like what bad shows are. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, these will actually be like shows instead of whatever the fuck we were watching. So, all right, Concrete Revolutio. Can't wait. So this one, boys, let's not procrastinate because it's 13 episodes this time.
yeah, it's not. Well, it's also watchable.
Yeah, we're watching this one. We're gonna watch this one all the way through.
Like you all should be blessed that we watched Boba Boba Bo. And if you think that we did a bad job reviewing it, then you watch it and try to do that without taking notes because you're
Try to
Yeah,
do that without
watch an episode or two, and let us know what you think in the comments.
An episode or a show that you need to take notes while watching to understand it is not a good show. Okay,
I
Connor,
mean,
hit
I
us,
still don't understand it.
Connor, hit us with the outro real quick. Go ahead.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to the Silly Citrus podcast. If you enjoyed or hated Boba Bo, which most of you will be on the hate side, I hope. I hope I inspired hate in all of your hearts. I hope we inspired hate in all of your hearts. Either way, stay sour.
Bye bye.